Hey guys, so today we're going to take a look at a scene called Never Again from the up-and-coming film titled Act of Honor, which stars the emerging actor Enzo Zelocchi. So you may have come across scenes starring Enzo Zelocchi floating around the internet right now, as there seems to be a lot of buzz surrounding this man. People in the industry are saying Enzo Zelocchi is one of the next rising stars we should be paying attention to. Now, I must admit, this scene caught me a little bit off guard, as I've seen other acting performances from Enzo Zelocchi, and this one shows a different side of him than we've come across before. So I'm going to watch this scene and then give my thoughts and feedback on it. You can follow along with me. Let's get into it.
Are you on Instagram liking girls? I cannot be with a man like you if you are.
I was texting my sister, happy birthday. What's going on?
You can't text other women without my permission. You need to venerate me like a goddess and only me!
It was just my sister. Did you lose your mind? I never venerated a woman like a god in my life, and I'm not gonna start right now.
Fuck you! You are fucking loser! With all your secrets! You are wasting my time! You need to tell me everything! How much money do you have? Where do you keep your money?
It's none of your business. And we're not even married. And even if, it was still none of your fucking business. I pay for everything. I provide. What do you want?
Okay, so this is quite an intense opening to the scene. So it begins with Enzo claiming that he's texting his sister for her birthday, and his partner, seems to be his girlfriend, comes out and tells him he can't text other women without her permission, and he needs to venerate her and only her like a queen. So immediately this is telling us that there's some type of history, there's some type of situation that's been ongoing, and there seems to be a breach in the trust between the two, and perhaps even a little bit of toxicity in the way that they relate to each other. Zelocchi is showing us the different type of emotions that he can portray with his acting, such as calmness in the face of an uncomfortable situation. He's also showing us his frustration and anger coming out a little bit while the anger is being thrown towards him from his partner. So already we're seeing a lot of depth in his acting abilities.
Leave your job and screw your work trips. I want you with me 24/7.
Shut up! You need to give me fucking respect and stop fucking acting like a fucking abusive and violent woman. Can you just go back to be nice and sweet, like when we first met?
Fuck you and fuck the Navy. I'm going to tell the terrorists where your family is.
Stop! Stop! Even when I deploy, I still manage to call you every fucking night. I've been giving you all of me, and all I've been asking you in return is to give me fucking peace. I need peace! I have enough shit going on inside of my head already.
Okay, so now we're starting to see there's some type of power struggle going on. Zelocchi is telling the partner of his that she needs to give him more respect because he pays for everything. She's trying to get him to commit to spending more time with her 24/7. He needs to leave his job. So it seems like what both of them saying is a little bit irrational, and they're both looking for different things, and this is where the anger is coming from towards each other. Zelocchi's ability to shift from being angry to frustrated to making a plea to being stern is really quite masterful to watch. The way that he's able to change his character without skipping a beat. It really seems like quite sincere acting, and like Zelocchi is able to portray the correct emotional state for the statement that he's giving. And then he goes on to inform us that what he really needs is peace. And he tells this first in more of like a pleading way, and then in a very angry and stern way. And this part of the scene finishes with Zelocchi informing us that he has enough going on inside his head right now. So we know that there may be some deeper issues that are affecting him right now.
You are toxic. You don't even make love to me anymore. I'm hot. I deserve sex.
Yes, you're hot. But when you behave and act like an evil fucking monkey, I don't feel like fucking you.
Well, you should fuck me anyway. Are you gay?
No.
You were just a loser. Do you want to hit me?
You know what the trouble it would take to hit you? You're an empty, hollow shell of a woman. Why do you live in my house if you hate me so much?
Okay, so in this next part of the scene, Zelocchi's partner is telling him that he's toxic because he doesn't sleep with her anymore. And he goes on to call her a monkey and tells her basically that he doesn't feel like doing it with the way that she's acting towards him. So we can feel a lot of mutual frustration with the relationship, and that both parties are speaking to each other in a way that's not really kind or appropriate or going to lead to positive outcomes. And there's a real interesting shift in the power dynamics in this conversation, as we see Zelocchi is being very stern at certain points, saying that he's the one who pays and provides and she needs to respect him. But then he goes on at the end of this little part of the scene to ask, why do you live in my house then if you hate me so much?
I need peace. I need fucking peace. Leave me the fuck alone. Give me peace.
Loser.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
Okay, so now we have Zelocchi going back to the statement, I need peace, and telling his partner to leave him alone as he breaks down emotionally into tears. And the final word of the scene that's given from his partner is loser, and it's delivered in kind of a soft way, like it almost makes us think that she's not really there, she's just a voice inside his head. And after she says this, loser, she disappears from the scene, and Zelocchi continues breaking down emotionally on his own in the room, saying, leave me alone, as the camera pans out and we see that she's not actually there. It leaves a lot of questions for us as the viewer as to wondering whether this was an actual conversation or an encounter, or if this was all just happening inside Zelocchi's head. And whatever the truth of the matter is, this is a very engaging and intense scene to watch, and one of the key reasons for that is the different types of emotional states that Zelocchi is able to present to the viewer with the way that he speaks and acts. So initially, this scene, when I saw it, felt very awkward and uncomfortable and difficult to relate to. As I started to watch it and break down Zelocchi's acting, I've thoroughly enjoyed analysing his acting and the depth of his speech and the emotional states that he's able to portray to us. So in this short 3-minute 20 scene starring Enzo Zelocchi, we as the viewer are presented with a variety of different emotional states delivered by the actor. And it is truly quite fascinating and enjoyable to watch acting of such a high level. I personally feel truly excited for what the future holds for Enzo Zelocchi, and I'll be closely watching his evolution and his development as an actor. What about you guys? Let us know in the comment section what you think of this scene and of Enzo Zelocchi's acting in general.